So, welcome back to Dublin Private Tour. My name's James, and I'm just going to do a brief discussion with you guys today about a really kind of fascinating part of an unknown part of Dublin history. And it's about a speech that took place. I'm going to flip the phone around now. This location just here, by a man called Frederick Douglass. Now, I think most Irish people would not be aware of Frederick Douglass. If you're from the United States, you probably know him better. Frederick Douglass would have been a black man for the United States. Great speaker, great orator, and also would have had a big influence over Abraham Lincoln, who was the president at the time in the States when they abolished slavery. So a man who had a big influence over the abolishment of slavery in the United States. And as it says there, he was an anti-slavery leader, and he spoke in this building, which is on Eustace Street in the Irish Film Institute building in 1845, which is really on the periphery of Temple Bar location. The Temple Bar pub itself is only around the corner from here. So Frederick Douglass, you would probably never thought would be a man that would spend time in Ireland, and also the time he would have been at the early part of the famine, or the Great Hunger, as we know better in Ireland. But 1845 itself, that year, is when it starts, but it's really, well, obviously it's an horrific year in our history, but 1846, 1847 is when things get really bad. Particularly 1847, like from that period, 5 years, 1845, it's approximately about 600 people dying every single day for 5 years. But Dublin would not have suffered anywhere near as badly as places like the West and the South of Ireland, who suffered the worst. But Frederick Douglass did spend time here. One of the reasons why he did come here, my understanding, is because he was a big, had a lot of time, a big supporter of Daniel O'Connell, who is obviously one of our great heroes, and the main street in Dublin is O'Connell Street, named after Daniel O'Connell. Well, Daniel O'Connell would have actually been of his time in, he dies in 1847, but his time is early to mid 1800s. Arguably one of the most vocal world statesmen of his time, anti-slavery. And we were part of the United Kingdom that time. He would have been parliamentarian based in Westminster. Excuse me. Also the first Catholic, Daniel O'Connell, to be elected to Westminster. And that was in 1829 or 1828 from memory. Actually, that date, don't take too much notice of that. Top of my head, I can't remember. But it was sometime in the late 1820s from memory. But aside from that, he would have been very vocal about better rights for black people and pretty much all society that was marginalised, and Catholic people would have been included in that, and Jewish people as well. But anybody he